Hey team, so now we're going to kind of move from that visual model into thinking about kind of more of a formula or a strategy to help you change an improper fraction into a mixed number without having to draw all of those diagrams. The diagrams can be super helpful, especially in the beginning as you're kind of understanding how to do this. It can also take a lot of time. So this strategy is going to help you kind of be a little bit more efficient. So in order to change an improper fraction to a mixed number, what you need to do is you need to divide. Okay. Why do you need to divide? Because when you look at a fraction, like let's say we have 7/4, this fraction bar in every single fraction that ever lived means divide. So a fraction bar literally means divide. All a fraction is a division problem. So for example here, if we take our 7/4, it can become, when you say it out loud, it can become this. You say it as 7 divided by 4. I like to kind of touch the number as I say it, 7 divided by 4. And I'm doing that because you always have your numerator divided by your denominator. So as you go ahead and you can kind of use, if this little house method is something you're familiar with dividing, you can say numerator divided by denominator, 7 divided by 4. And when you do that, you're going to ask yourself, well, how many whole fours, right, can I essentially pull out of 7? Or how many times does 4 fit into 7? So when you think about that, we'll choose a different color and we'll say 4, 8. 8's too much, right? We don't have 8, so it fits one whole time, right? And then we know that there, you could think about, as you say, well, it is 4, and you subtract, and there's 3 left over. Maybe you're used to saying something like there's a remainder of 3. Well, we're going to get a little fancy now and a little more specifically mathematical. And what you can say is, instead of saying there's a remainder of 3, you can say that there are 3 left over out of your denominator amount, or out of this divisor. So out of 4. So you end up here with 1 3/4, right? So we have taken our numerator, divided it by our denominator, and we've ended up with 1 3/4. So we can over here also write this, instead of just in words 1 whole and 3 left over out of 4, we can call it 1 spacebar and 3/4. The slash is the button that also shares the question mark, but you just don't push shift. Okay, so this is sort of a less visual and more strategic, perhaps more efficient way of converting an improper fraction into a mixed